What's going on, guys? My name is Noah. Thanks for checking out the video. Today I want to talk about becoming a YouTuber. My reality versus the perceived reality I hear from a lot of people, and if I think it's worth it. Now, first and foremost, to edify me, I just want you to know that I have been making videos for 2.5 years. I'm really grateful for anyone that's ever checked out one of my videos, and I do have over 12,000 subscribers. Now, to the untrained eye, or ear, whatever, that might sound like a really minuscule number, but if you've ever tried making YouTube videos, you know that it takes a lot of luck, good fortune, and hard work, even to get where I've gotten, despite how many people before me, or excuse me, are way more. There's a lot of people that don't have almost anyone watching their videos, and they're working very hard. So it's a really, really saturated platform, and it's a really big decision if you really think you want to become a YouTuber. Now, right off the bat, I do think it's worth it, but it's only worth it if you're doing it for the right reasons. If you're trying to become a YouTuber to get really rich and famous, you're going to get let down. You're going to be butthurt and feel worthless real quick. If your identity is going to depend on likes, views, and shares, and subscribers, then you're going to get let down and your identity is going to be all kinds of fucked up. It's like a really good opportunity to become horribly self-involved, or it's a really good opportunity to learn about yourself, get creative, and connect and reach other people. I have battled with the two, good versus evil, because in the beginning, no one watches your shit. Nobody watches your stuff, but for me that worked out fine because I didn't make videos to have them go big or be watched. I had no intentions of getting famous. I had no intentions of making money. Certainly didn't think 2.5 years later I'd still be making videos. I just wanted to connect with people, talk about what I was going through, and see if anyone could relate, because I was severely depressed and I was starting a new treatment called testosterone replacement therapy. Now, it has evolved from there, and I have since tried to offer more, do more. I've done some workout videos, random videos, and then a lot of mood disorder and TRT videos, and I'm really grateful for my place on this platform. But I had really good expectations, and I think from people that have reached out in my personal life and they say they want to become a YouTuber, I think they think they're just going to make a couple videos and then a bunch of people are going to find them and praise them and be excited for them. And it's just really not the way it works. So I say that how to keep it worth it is to keep your expectations in check and have your heart in the right place. Like, if you have something to offer and you want to share that with the world, that's wonderful and you should do it. But do it knowing that nothing may come of it. And do it with your whole heart and try really hard and then let it go and just see what happens. When I have been more motivated on this channel, and occasionally I lose some motivation and I don't work as hard and I always feel really guilty about that, I'll tell you that a normal week for me is about 25 to 30 hours a week in shooting videos and editing videos, and about 10 hours a week of responding to comments and messages every week. And that's with little to no payment. Now, I have made some money from Google, and that's been fun, but it's not nearly enough to cover my time or the amount of money I've put into this. You know, buying camera gear, editing software, learning how to edit, learning how to do this thing and do it well or the best of my ability. It's a lot. It takes a lot. And I have gotten, like I said, sucked into the self-worth problem, the trap on YouTube. You know, when my videos aren't hitting a lot of views, or when my subscribers go down, or the comments go down, or likes go down, sometimes I feel down over it, and I'm like, shit, I'm fucking up, or maybe people don't want to listen to me anymore. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough, and now they are punishing me. You know, you end up thinking some really narcissistic things, and so. The reality of YouTuber is you're probably going to work your ass off for years and years and no one's ever going to notice, but a few people might, you know, and that is the beautiful part of YouTube, is that while it has been a ton of hard work and a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of stress and anxiety over wanting to do well and wanting to matter, you know, and wanting to be able to reach people and make a difference, for all of the potential bad, depending on how you look at it, there's been so much good. You know, I've been able to talk to people from all around the world. I've been able to share my life and have people encourage me and share theirs. I've been able to try to offer support and hope, and I've gotten to just get in touch with my creative side, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. And so I've always told myself that if only a few people were left on this channel and wanted to watch my videos, and I would still make them. I'd still make them because it means so much to me. And I know the value of connecting with other people, because when I was really depressed and I first started, I just wanted to connect. And so I think when I keep myself humbled to that whole principle of just wanting to connect, wanting just to be another individual on this earth, trying to find my way, things go pretty well for me. But when I get caught up in how big this YouTuber is, how many views they get, how many subscribers that person has, do people like me, do people like me, I want people to like me. everything goes down the drain. My content becomes more selfish, my usefulness certainly goes down, and then my quality of life goes down. Because it's going to happen. I've learned that there are ebbs and flows on this platform, and if you're fortunate enough to even get where I have gotten, you'll know that nothing is promised, and that you could lose your viewers tomorrow. You have to keep trying, and when you don't try, it'll probably reflect. And just know there's someone out there working harder than you, and you just, it's like, is it worth it to you? Because there is no short-term successful plan on YouTube. Even the occasional viral video usually doesn't yield anyone that many subscribers if they don't already have a useful channel or a functional channel with a functional formula. And back in the day, I think people just were putting out videos hoping to go viral, amass a bunch of instant fame and success, and then they would just be a YouTuber. And most YouTubers are just incredibly hardworking, self-motivated, driven, and lonely people because you're editing all the time, you're learning how to be a better videographer and an editor, and you're coming up with content, you're responding. It's like your whole world. And that's what I guess I would let you know, that if you go into it with no expectations, do whatever. Make a video or two a week, have fun. But if you want to make, like, really do it, like really do it, you're going against people that are putting out quality content every single day, week after week, month after month. And I'm not saying I'm one of the great ones. I have aspirations of being a great YouTuber, I really do. But I struggle with mood disorders, and for me it's been very difficult to put forth my best effort when my mood lapses. But no one cares. Life goes on and the platform goes on, and so that's part of the stress, is you don't want to get forgotten on this platform, but you don't want to do it for the wrong reasons, and you certainly don't want to glorify yourself. So if you got something out of that, I'm really glad. And I would never tell anyone to not be a YouTuber if that's something they want to try. It's a very rewarding experience, certainly teaches you a lot about yourself, and it can be wonderful. But I know a lot of people that do it for a few months, they go crazy, but not a lot of people support them. Their channel doesn't grow, they hate it, they get burned out, and they're done with it. And I know other people that have been chipping away for years, like 4 or 5 years, and they only have a few thousand subscribers, but they're passionate, they're dedicated, they have good hearts, their intentions are good, and they're growing at the rate they're growing, and they can accept that. You'll also, of course, see the freaking crazies that just blow up on YouTube, and my hat is off to them, because they are rare, few and far between, but that does happen. It's just a lot of hard work, and a lot of there's a lot of obsession, but it's pretty amazing. And like I said, when I keep my heart in the right place, I wouldn't trade it for the world. But don't fucking join YouTube to get famous. That's all I want to say. Don't join YouTube to get rich and famous. It's probably not going to happen. I mean, the likelihood of supporting yourself on YouTube is something like 1 in half a million. To be able to financially support yourself off YouTube is 1 in half a million. So there's no free ticket, there's no easy ride. It's basically a lifelong commitment if you really want it to be something special, unless you're one of the bigs, one of the crazy few that got in early and have really good content. And otherwise, you're competing against millions and millions of people just like you. And so I try to be grateful for every person that watches my videos, that gives me feedback, constructive, good or bad, that lets me share my life, that tries to share this with me. I'm one of the fortunate ones, and I never take that for granted. I never try to forget that. I never try to feel sorry for myself when my views are down. I'm in charge of my own destiny. If I work really hard on my videos, they almost always get a good response, and when sometimes I feel more lazy or ho-hum about them, usually I can tell by the way people respond to them, and I accept that, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And for now, I want to continue to try to be on this platform, and I want to support anyone who wants to try as well, but just know what you're getting into, and be okay with it. Just accept it. Because let me tell you though, nothing is more demoralizing than working your ass off for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on a video, and then nobody watches it, nobody comments. But guess what? The next day is the next day. You better be having another video ready to come out. And when no one watches that video, you better be ready to have another one coming out, And in 6 months, when still basically no one's watching any of your videos, you better have another video, and it better be a good video. And that's YouTube. It's fucking Darwin. It's a survival of the fittest. I kind of make YouTube sound like horrifying. I'm sorry. That wasn't necessarily my intention. Like I said, it's been very rewarding. It really has. It's just it's crazy. YouTube's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention the most obvious risk of being a YouTuber, besides no one watching, is that you're going to find some horrible people commenting on your videos, people putting you down, people talking shit to you, people disliking your stuff, making you feel bad about yourself, testing you and your self-value and your confidence all the time. I mean, very mean, cruel people on YouTube. And I've found incredibly loving people and supportive people on YouTube. And like I said, I get more from my channel than I could ever hope to give. But there are the ugly sides of the world that come out on YouTube also. And you have to be prepared for that. You have to be willing to accept that too. I didn't mean to scare you away, but I'm not gonna babysit you either with this whole concept of being a YouTuber. It's no freaking joke. And I have a lot to learn. I could be a lot better, but I do the best I can with what I'm given and what I have right now. And I hope to always continue to grow and progress. And I wish you well in your journey if you want to be a YouTuber. I follow a lot of small channels, even smaller than mine, you know, and I love them. And I follow some big ones too. And it's a crazy little place. Okay. They call me Big No. My name is Noah, and I appreciate your time today. I hope you enjoyed my psychobabble. My psychobabble all up in your ear. Did that do something for you? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, do you agree? Do you disagree? I love reading your guys' comments. It's like the freaking bread and butter of this experience as having an audience that's willing to communicate with me. So thank you for that. We'll see you in the next video, and take good care of yourself, guys.